Hello friends, my name is Braj and again I am back with my another video. Before starting I would like to first thank all of you for the overwhelming response which I have received in last few videos, and students have been requesting to me to put some more videos about some of the other issues which are left, and I have kept on saying that United States is an ocean, nobody can cover the entire topics there. But and lately I have been pretty occupied while many of my students they were applying for visas into United States. So I was pretty occupied with that, and fortunately I am very happy to share that this year hundreds of my students they applied, and none of them got the visa rejection. So this year has been, I can say, lucky for me, or I have got some good students this year. But again, it's another successful year for me, and in my 10 years of my experience in dealing students with regard of United States study, this was one amongst the happiest season for me. And I'm seeing from now itself many of the students they have again started putting request for 2018 different intakes, and fortunately for this spring intake as well, we have many students lined up, those who plan to go abroad, those who are applying to the university, those who have already started getting offer letters. So this was a pretty good season for us, and I can see the hopes amongst the students, I can see the prospect among the students, I can see the good vision of the students, which is has been building up since last few months for United States again. So again I can say that the country is bouncing back, and students have faith, employers have faith, universities have faith. I have faith on United States, the biggest destination for the students recruitment. In the today's video I shall be mostly covering the opportunities, how can a student get a good internship. While I guide my students, I tell them the tips how to get a good internship, because all the students those who go abroad they are mostly skeptical regarding internship opportunities, regarding curriculum based practical training CPT opportunities. So that starts in the beginning itself. When I guide my students I tell them that before finalizing a university you need to take a deep look, do a good research about the locality, explore the regions where you will be getting a good job opportunity. So explore all of those things. Then after I also guide the students that when you are getting into United States university, when you are landing into the university, get in touch with the um, designated school officers, get in touch with the international service officers, go into the clubhouse. Almost all the universities they have very good student union in USA. Students they go there, they go to the canteen, they eat food, but they never go to the placement cell till the time they are not in the final semester. So it is not the wise thing. You should be there when you are landing into the university. When you should be there when you have started exploring the university. When you go there, when you interact with them, then you understand what are the requirements, what are the ways to get particular area of internship. And in particular area, what my contention is that you need to understand that what are your interest areas. So say for example if you are studying computer science and you want to do something in machine learning, then you need to know that which all are the employers in the nearby area those which are providing a good internship in machine learning. So you need to understand the your interest area, and in to develop that interest in you, to develop the more expertise of that interest in you, you will have to learn more and more. So explore within the university, nearby the university, if there are any institutions which are providing you some of the certification course, maybe online or offline or campus or a cohort. If there you are getting any of those certification related to your area, I would suggest all of my students to go and enroll for this. Then I have heard that many of the students, many of the blogs, they keep on saying that in USA if you want to get a job you need to be very proactive, you need to be very good in networking. Now Indian students, when जब हम लोग क्लासरूम में जाते हैं, वी डू ओनली स्टडी, वी चैट विद आवर फ्रेंड्स, हम लोग उतना ज़्यादा मतलब वी डू नॉट फोकस ऑन द जॉब प्रोस्पेक्ट, बट इन यूएसए इज टोटली डिफरेंट. सो इट्स वेरी इजी टू से कि नेटवर्किंग कर लो, लेकिन वो नेटवर्किंग कैसे करो, उस नेटवर्किंग में कैसे घुसना है, कैसे उसको आगे एक्सप्लोर करना है, कैसे उसको क्रैक करना है, दिस इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट एंड नो बडी टॉक अबाउट दिस कि नेटवर्किंग करो बट कैसे, how to get into this, how to nail that. So it's a very tricky task for them, and most of my students, those who go there, they find, and other students too, they find very difficulty in first few months how to build a good networking. So what I have learned from my students experiences, that this networking is only to stay in touch. Like when you go to the university, you have some of the job fairs, those are arranging there. So when you are participating any job fair into that university, or maybe outside the university, you need to understand that the employer, those who are participating into those job fairs, what are their requirements, what do they want. You have to list down all the skills whichever is required by them. You have to work on those skills, and then after you will have to be in touch with them, that right now I'm working on my these skills are done, what are you doing to get those skills. So you have to just stay in touch with them, you have to be thankful to them, you have to be showing them that you have noted everything, you are working for it. When you do that, it creates networking. This is what is networking. When you meet anybody, if you are they are exchanging the card, just you come back to home and just write an email that thank you for meeting me and thank you for explaining these minute insight about the job prospect or about anything. This is networking, and we have to be a little bit proactive about it. We don't have to be shy always. When we do that, then after, the last tip is to explore more and more and plan ahead. Plan ahead means, say for example, I am going to study into, say, California, in any of these areas. So when I am going, before going, I have listed all the employers listed in that area related to my subject where I want to get my internship. So when I land in, from there I have started getting in touch with them. So when we get in touch with them, it is good for us to get a job, it is good for us to get the related internship. We have to upload our resume with a very good cover letter, very crisp but to the point cover letter, and the resume on all the internship websites in those areas. This should be there on the university job portal. And also, apart from that, whenever I am completing any of my modules, or my students are completing any of my modules, you have to list that in your resume there. So your resume should be kept on changing, it should not be static. When it is kept on changing, then it creates visibility. When it creates visibility, it pops up, it gets into the notice of the employer, it's getting into the notice of the agencies, those which are helping you in getting an employment. So these are the tips which is very good for you to helpful. And try to make a very precise resume, don't make it 4 pages 5 pages resume, it is useless, nobody read that. So make it precise, and all the best. Be proactive, stay in touch with me if you are finding any difficulty. I am always be a help. Thank you for your time. Thank you.